Hi. Today I want to feature a new product I got and show you how to use it. It's a Dress My Craft, and it's the picture corner rounder. I do like Dress My Craft, except for one thing. It's very hard to clean them out once you have things to clean out after they've been chopped. But other than that, I really like these. I'm also featuring my sweet, beautiful granddaughter and her sweetheart. So when you have, and I printed this, when you have a picture like this, and we've worked on cutting things out, what I like to do is I like to cut across the corners. Because it's easier then to see where I want to cut the lines here. It's very hard to see where your cut lines will be when you have a big piece of paper like that. So this way, all I have to do is I line the corner up, and I line the corner up, and then I can just cut. And you'll get a much nicer edge that way. So this is a 5 by 7, so it should be 5 inches wide this way. Hopefully I got it. Yep, just about perfect. Wow. And so then I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these edges off. And this should be 7 inches. Yep, just about perfect. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I do have an Echo printer with the tanks, and I didn't quite get that good, but that's okay. It's gonna be smudged. So after I've cut this, I'm gonna go ahead and smudge this. I pretty much smudge just about everything I work on. There's very few projects I don't smudge. And what this does, it just gives it a really pretty, nice edge. This is a 5 by 7 because I would like to be able to make this just a little bit bigger and make my own frame for it and then hang it in my craft room of my lovey. I have a grandson, but he's not as good about taking pictures as she is. So, okay, so I want to find a piece of paper that will go nicely with this. And these kids have blue, so I'm kind of thinking maybe blue on one side and cream on one side. So let's see how this goes, how this looks. So if I do this and I put the picture, yeah, I think that looks very nice. The beige, cream colored, and then a blue. That will kind of look nice. So basically what I'm going to do, this is just a little bit fussy to do this. I'm going to start with the beige one, and I'm going to get my corner rounder, and I'm only going to round one corner. And you can see it just cuts it out. Like, some of you young people might not see this, but those of us who are older will. We used to have little corners that we taped on papers to make our albums, and then we would slip these inside of them. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, and it will go like that. So pretty much what I want to do is I want to make sure that the other line from the chop is going to be right here. Oh, I don't have enough pencils, sorry. So I'm going to draw a light line up here, and I know that after that line is basically about, I'm going to measure it, it's basically about, 3/8 of an inch, it looks like. 3/8, no, it's not 3/8. I'm sorry. Let me get the one that I can see through. Where's that one? I know I had everything out here, and stuff gets shoved under. I'm sorry, I don't have it, so I'm just going to have to measure with this. So I'm going to put the edge of my 0 right there. Yeah, it's actually about 1/8 of an inch. Okay. So I'll get my cut board out, and I want to make sure that I have 1/8 of an inch. Let's do it this way. 1/8 of an inch Okay, so what I've done, I don't know if you can see that real well. There's my mark. I'm going to put that on my cut line, first of all. And I'm going to go over here and see where it is. It's 5 1/4. So I'm going to take it to 5 3/8. I'm going to move my paper this way until it's at 5 3/8. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my corner, my photo corner. And then I'm going to make sure that this fits. I'm just going to put one edge in. Oh yeah, look at that. So that worked pretty well. It's a little bit off, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. So then I'm going to kind of do the same thing at the bottom here. I'm going to go ahead and mark this. And I'm going to cut it about 1/8 of an inch larger. So I set my line on my cut area. I check and see where this is. It's right under the 1/8. So I'm going to push it 1/8 of an inch that way. Let me make sure. Okay, and then I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and let me put my cut and scoreboard away for now. I really like this one. It's not quite as handy as my all-in-one, but it really is a nice cut board. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and stick my papers in, and there are little sides that line up with the corner of your papers. Push that in. Okay, so I want to make sure that this all fits. So I am going to go ahead and stick all of these in here and stick this in here. I accidentally ordered 2 of these, and rather than send it back, it's so expensive to have to pay the shipping. I just gifted it to a friend. I really like my darling friends. So to me, it was just a nicer situation to gift it to them. So doesn't that look pretty? And you can kind of see how those little edges go over. Now, you may want to go ahead and put little pieces of glue in here to hold it. That would be just fine. But in order to do the blue, I'm basically going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with cutting my corner. Oops. And I want to make sure that's pretty square. And then I will go ahead and I will just put this in here. And see, I will glue that corner down a little bit so that when I put this in here, it will go through. There we go. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so I have it pushed as far as I can. I'm going to make my little mark here. And I'm also going to make my little mark here. So let me extend that mark. And usually I really like that the see-through one, because then I can get it very, I wish I knew where I put that. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Let me just take a second here and look for it. There it is, there it is. Okay, so the reason I like this is when I'm doing something like this that I don't have quite, I can line one of these lines up against the edge, and then it actually gets very straight that way. That way you're not accidentally cutting over here and making it just off, but I can go ahead and line that up and extend my line just a little bit. Okay, that looks way good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And remember, we're going to add 1/8 of an inch. So I put it, I have to open this. I'm sorry. There we go. Open this back up. So I want to actually measure the exact place that I marked, first of all. And so I put my line on my cut, and then I see where it is, and I give it another 1/8 of an inch. Okay. And I'm going to do that on the bottom also on this side. So I want to put that, my draw line is right on my cut line. I look over here, it's at 7 3/8. So I'm going to take it down another 1/8 of an inch down to 7 1/2. Okay. I've seen this and I've wanted it for so long, this photo corner edger. So I'm very excited to play with this today and with you. I've not played with this yet. Okay, so we're going to do this and this and this and my picture. So after I get these all glued down, then it will be finished perfectly. But I'm going to go ahead and push that up through there, push this up through here. Oh, nice. And then push these down. So if you have been looking at this picture frame corner edger, now you'll know how to use it, how to make it work. I might have to cut that just a little bit smaller. It's a little bit tight in there, but I can do that. That's not a problem. So, see how cute? It looks very professional, almost like we went and took it to one of the framers. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this will help you with using your new tool if you have one of these. Thanks for joining me. Short video, but hey, lots of fun. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.